said, let's get into the charts here. Pre-market analysis. All right, so looking at the weekly chart here for dollar index. Obviously, we can see overall on a macro scale, we've been looking like Forex, right? Lots of sideways movement, but we're focusing in on this range here. So we did drop down into a discount, okay, relative to our weekly range. So we have this low to the high here. And as you can see, we drop down into here, sell side liquidity right here. And this is going to be previous monthly low. Okay, that's a key, previous monthly low. Okay, so we have sell stops taken in the weekly discount range. And if you take a close look here, I was watching this fair value gap. And take note, let me zoom in here for you. Take note of where the body resides after touching this weekly discount imbalance here. What do? We roll back up. Body stays above the high end of the inefficiency, and right after that, this is key, especially, and I mean especially, whenever we drop down into a discount and we're taking sell side liquidity, whenever you have a swing low formed right after that on the weekly or daily time frame, those time frames only, and we create that swing low, that is very, very key. And in this case, we create a weekly swing low, which on the daily time frame is going to be an intermittent term low. Okay, and we have this discount imbalance delivered. Now, what else do we have here that we can look at? What else is going on here on a macro scale? We have longs being accumulated on a higher time frame scale. So this right here is our classic bullish weekly order block. Extend that out. Okay, deliver that beautifully. Create a swing low. And basically from here, I would like to see this next weekly candle expand higher past this weekly imbalance here. So I'll be watching this. And to really, really, get me enticed on, longer term, higher movement for dollar index, we would need to get up into here. Okay, this is a breakaway gap. So if we get up into here, and especially if we close above this right here, I'll be very, very confident in calling price up into these highs up here. Okay, so with that, let's go to the daily time frame. Okay, so after everything I just explained here on the weekly chart, we look at the daily time frame. Okay, like I said, we have this intermittent term low now being formed. So we have a swing low here, higher swing low to the left, higher swing low to the right. Notice how we're consolidating here, kind of just working on the heels of this bullish order block right here. So after delivering the weekly imbalance, okay, we have a change of the steady delivery above this down close candle. Now, why is this a key? Why is this a bullish order block, first of all? Well, we open, trade a little bit higher, and then slam down into what? Both of the discount arrays in the weekly order block here, then balance, and we take sell side liquidity on the basis of this down close candle. As soon as we trade above that, all those factors turn this into a high probability bullish order block. Okay, and now we're kind of just working above that, consolidating, and I really need to see us expand higher to this consolidation. That's what I'm preferring, okay, through this imbalance. And that's pretty much it. So we're going to go ahead and go to NASDAQ and ES with everything I just said. On dollar index, we'd be looking for NASDAQ and ES to do what? The opposite. So relative to our weekly range, once again, we see NASDAQ obviously dropping down into a deep discount the whole way to the 79% retracement level. Okay, and we have this weekly bullish order block delivered. Now, what do I always say whenever we deliver very key higher time frame levels on ES and NASDAQ? Typically, this is when you're going to expect some type of consolidation or retracement before we resume lower if the sell program is going to continue. Now, I would like to see this weekly candle open, trade above the opening, and then continue lower. And I'll be looking at this sell side liquidity low right here. Okay. Now, everything that I'm saying here, let's remember that I absolutely can be wrong. It's not about being right or wrong here. Okay, I could still make a tremendous amount of money being wrong on everything I'm saying here. However, this is what I believe will happen. And in these markets, we're here to predict price. We're not here to react. Oh, well, if it trades under this imbalance and does this, we're predicting where price is going to go. And from there, we apply our sound risk management and we wait for our models at the optimal time of day. That's all this is going on here, okay? Now, this weekly candle, notice we have this fair value gap in here. Where did the body reside after trading through this imbalance? It closed below this large weekly imbalance. Because I'm seeing that, that's one key clue along with time of year of us continuing the sell program, okay? So what's really going to convince me that we're going to be in a long-term sell program is taking the high to low here, and we see the midpoint of this down close candle. If this is breached, this is going to add to my confidence and conviction and starting to call for lower prices such as down here, okay? And that's if we breach midpoint of this weekly bullish order block, okay? So with this in mind, let's go ahead and go to ES. So it looks a little bit different, but relatively still the same. Remember, last week, we asked ourselves, what did we do? Well, like I already said, we dropped down below equilibrium into a discount. What? Well, here's a fair value gap right here on the weekly time frame. So we have a key level in a discount right here. This blue shade there, that's our discount. Delivered. So what do we expect to happen? Well, especially on Monday and Tuesday prior to FOMC, we expect what? We expect consolidation or a reasonable retracement back into the range. And then if we're still on a bearish sell program, we'd still expect lower prices after that retracement and consolidation, which is what I'm expecting here. Okay, I'm going to drop down to the daily time frame. Okay, so on the daily time frame, we have created a swing low out of the weekly imbalance here. Okay, what's this right here? The swing low. It's a daily sell side liquidity low. Extend it out. We swept that from the marketplace, and this is when we reasonably anticipate retracements. And in this case, what do I want to see us retrace it up into? I want to see us roll up into this fair value gap, and then take note of these two daily highs here. Look how clean those are. That's way too clean. I would like to see us ramp up there, trade into this fair value gap, and then continue lower. Now, obviously, the last line of defense here is going to be this bearish order block. I really, really would not like to see us, entertain too much of this up close candle here, okay? In fact, if we reach this volume imbalance, I'm going to go ahead and cancel this whole idea and start looking at all-time highs again, okay? But as long as we hold this volume imbalance intact, I say we're still good for the sell program, and I'm going to start looking at lower targets such as the relative lows here and ultimately this low right here. Okay, and this will be a quarterly low right here, which I'll get more into in other mentorship videos. But NASDAQ daily chart, okay, obviously we're a little bit more extended on NASDAQ here. Basically what I'd like to see is once again us ramp up into this fair value gap. Okay, this fair value gap right here, ramp up into there, and from there I would like to see continuous sell program down into the sell side, quarterly sell side liquidity here. So previous 3-month old low, okay, this is what I view as sell side liquidity, and that's pretty much what I'm anticipating for the week. So